Hello. Started a bit early because I'm just waiting around really, so I thought, you know what, I might as well just start now. I'll give it a couple of minutes to make sure my stream setup's alright, and obviously let people join if they want to join and have a hangout and chat and all that. So yeah, A.K.I's finally out today. I'm just gonna do pretty much what I did for Rashid a couple months ago. I'm gonna do her arcade story now, and then I'm going to do her world tour bond. Not the style bond, but the mastery bond. So like the cutscenes and the art by giving them the gift. So there will be a period where I will probably have to spend about 10 minutes probably giving her gifts to max the bond out. So yeah, it's literally, if you watch the Rashid stream, it's exactly the same. Uh, no real difference. And then obviously I'll be doing the same thing for Ed and probably Akuma. I'll have to see how I feel at the time if I can be bothered to do Akuma. But yeah, so I'm just going to quickly check the sound on the stream first, and then give it a couple of minutes, and then get ready to go. Cool, all good on my end. So I'll just, like I said, give it a couple of minutes, and then just go for it. I'm not expecting too much from Aki, to be honest, both in terms of like gameplay and story. I have seen some bits because it's just impossible really to dodge it sometimes. I know Fang does show up in World Tour now, and I've seen one panel from, I assume, her story or something to do with Fang that shows Ed, which is pretty exciting. Still pretty excited for Ed. I'll definitely be more enthused when it comes to him coming out, but I'll be next year, so. But yeah, um, yeah, I don't know, just not really got super high expectations. I'm sure she'll be fine and the story will be fine, but just not expecting a ton. To be fair, I wasn't expecting anything from Rashid either, and he had one of his last Bond cutscenes was definitely very exciting. So yeah, I'll just get into it, and then yeah, just start her story. I've actually got headphones in now, so I'll be able to hear the cutscenes now. Because last time with Rashid, I didn't think to put a headphone in, so I was just skipping the dialogue mid sentence, just kind of guessing it. But I'll be able to hear it now, so hopefully it won't cut her off in the cutscenes. So cool, just go into it. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, starting with a fight. I think Giles was started that way, where you fight Luke, and then you go into it. So it probably has more than one rivalry. She'll probably fight JP or something. Can you stop blocking everything, please? So yeah, interested in that Fang is after the remnants of Shadaloo. It's weird because I don't really know what they mean by remnants. I assume it's probably Ed to make sense for Ed coming in next year. But to me, remnants of Shadaloo would mean like Vega, you know, like the people who actually worked for Shadloo. But I think remnants of Shadloo in this game, in the times it's been said, are in relation to like Ed and Neo Shadloo. So yeah, so that's probably what it means. But it's interesting because, like, to me, the real remnants of Shadloo, which would be like Vega and whoever was left, like they've been pretty quiet. Like we've really not heard a lot about it. But it definitely seems like, you know, people are assuming that Neo Shadaloo is just, you know, another Shadaloo 2.0 trying to come up, which is obviously, you know, ironically not the case. And everything Ed will be the big story character that comes out, and will definitely reveal a lot more of the story and what's going on. So, oh, not even a cutscene after that. Cool. Yeah. So, like I said, to be honest, like just this season in general, I've been saying it for months now. Ed is absolutely the one that I think is the one I'm absolutely most excited for anyway. But you know, even if he wasn't, I think he's going to be the biggest character, like story wise. Rashid, Aki's definitely number two. Rashid, I definitely don't. I mean, he wasn't really that important. He's just kind of there, like a lot of other characters are. And Akuma, I mean, I don't think Akuma will ever really have a big, you know, role in the narrative in any game. So I don't expect anything from him. It'll probably just be more Satsui no Hado, Ryu, fucking bullshit, which, you know, Street Fighter 3 got rid of. They moved them both on from that. Obviously, they still have the rivalry, but, you know, no doubt when Akuma shows up, it'll just be the same old we've been getting for years, because they don't know what else to do with Akuma, because, in my opinion, there's really not much you can do with Akuma, which makes his constant reappearances not annoying or confusing, but it's just kind of like, if he wasn't such a popular character, if he wasn't a Shoto, if he wasn't if he wasn't in Street Fighter 2, to me, he's not a character that would have shown up much, because story-wise, he's just never really had a role or point, really. I just don't like Akuma. In case you couldn't tell, I'm not the biggest Akuma fan. So I'm really just, like I said earlier, like I don't even know if I'll even stream him when he comes out, because I probably will, just for, you know, consistency's sake and content's sake, but I definitely can't be bothered. Like, I will very much kind of do what I can to just kind of get it over with as quickly as possible and then move on. Oh, it's a waste of time. She's cool though. I mean, I definitely won't be playing Aki, but I think she's a good addition to the cast. I think I said ages ago, like, Aki's always been one of the newcomer designs from the big leak, like not long after the game got fully shown off, when the whole roster leaked, when we saw like Ed and Rashid and everybody. She was always like one of the newcomer designs I was the most interested in, so it's cool she's finally here. But yeah, personally, just not a real ton of excitement to really go into it. It's cool, but nothing like. She's definitely not going to make me keep playing this game, because I'll be completely honest, this is actually the first time I've really played this game since Rashid came out. I do like come on every now and then to help a friend with to help a friend do the avatar battles for the weekly challenges to get drive tickets. That's literally the only reason I come on this game, you know, or at least have come on since Rashid. I'm in a really like just weird spot with this game right now, where it's like it's a really good game and I enjoy it when I'm on it, but I just it's just in a state now where I just think it's really boring. There's nobody I really want to play. There's nothing really keeping me coming back. I can't be bothered. Like, there's stuff I can do in World Tour. Like, I'm definitely like, there's definitely stuff I can do in World Tour. Like, I'm only like level 63, so I can grind to max level. There's tons of artwork I haven't unlocked yet because I need to max out the master styles, but I just can't be bothered. Like, I can't find a reason for me to just sit and grind. Oh, it was JP. Like, I just can't be bothered. I've got no interest. So
Pardon me.
yeah.
I don't believe we've been introduced. And how did you slip past my security detail, may I ask?
The remains of Shadowloo. Experimental
Ah, yeah. So
scientists
it
on
is.
Ed.
The Shadowloo remnants basically mean Ed and Neo Shadowloo.
We know where all that money you have laundered is being funneled. But what are you planning?
Ah, so interesting that Ed is working with JP by the sounds of it.
I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about. I am merely acting as a treasurer of sorts. And all I've done is distribute the funds left by that organization accordingly.
A
Sorry.
treasurer, you say? What a convenient excuse. Poison's on the menu.
An honor, to be sure. Round one. Fight. I hope you're not one to...
We're bullying, but this will hurt.
But yeah, as I was saying, it's just like, just right now, I just really have no desire or even I can't find a reason to like play this game regularly because it's like, in all honesty, I know some people are gonna be like, "What? How do you mean?" But like, when I look at the roster at the moment, I feel nothing. Like, at least with Street Fighter Five, there was a couple characters where I was like, "Oh, cool!" Like, I'll at least bide my time playing this character. Granted, Alex came out fairly soon, so that helped a lot. But I don't know. Just I look at the roster and it's like no character does anything for me. No character speaks to me. The closest character I can think of is like maybe Marissa, but I just there's not enough there for me to be like, oh, I'll keep playing this game for X amount of time until I actually finally get a character I want. So yeah, it's just really hard for me at the moment to just find a reason to actually get on this game outside of when a character drops. I'm like, oh, cool. Here's the story. Here's the arcade. All right, I'm just not going to touch it again. Like literally, I've not put any serious time into this game since Rashid came out.
I would not plan too far in advance. Leave the revival of the organization to the master.
Ah, so Fang's trying to bring back Shadlu.
I see. You must be Fang's apprentice.
Indeed. And I can come and erase your existence whenever he commands it. Never forget that. The assignment is complete. I must report back to my master. I'm sure he'll shower me with heaps of praise.
I love how much of a fangirl she is for Fang.
Master, I cannot wait for your adulations. You know that your wonderful Aki has done everything you've asked of her and gotten rid of anyone who dares to interfere. I could have erased them all, but no, I followed your orders to the letter. No killing, just pain and unbridled fear.
Really good voice actress for her.
Master, recognize your Aki's brilliance.
That was cool. Nothing major. I mean, he had more confirmation, I guess, that Neo Shadlu was working with JP in some way, but nothing we didn't really already know. Oh, that's cool, that. Nice. Right, well, two then. I know what her gift is, but by the sounds of it, there's no way to actually get it, like, a lot, so this is probably going to take longer than Rashid's, because I'm going to have to give him, like, a bunch of just, like, items that, only raise her bond up by, like, one or two. So I have heard how you start the quest that leads you to Arky, so I'm just going to head to Chinatown. Oh, there she is. So how do I give her? Because I know I have to give her an energy drink. Do I not have any energy drinks on me? Yeah, I've got energy drinks. So how do I actually give it to her? Do I use one? I want to. Oh no, I don't have enough money for it. Ah, fuck it. I'll just use one. I bet you I just wasted one. So how do I give it to you then? This is annoying. I'm probably gonna have to look this up. Alright, that's annoying. I thought everything I looked up on just said, oh, you can just give them it. Like, you don't have to worry about it. Like, that's annoying. Wait, what? Oh, I have to go somewhere. That's annoying. I'll mark this as... Can I mark this as my new one? Oh, track machine, yeah. Oh no, yeah, it's that way. Well, I've just wasted a health item for no real reason. That's great. Wait, what? Different size, so what? I need a small. Damn it. Right, I'm gonna have to grind scrap heap then, which I didn't really want to do, but thanks, Neoxin. Yeah, I had no idea what it wanted me to do there, but I need to grind about 7,000 coins, so hopefully only one scrap heap should do. But yeah, I've realised now she wants a small one. That's annoying. Was hoping I did like prep work as well. I grinded this earlier today so that I wouldn't have to do scrap heap on stream. But oh well. Oh, that's definitely more than enough. Beat square, because I think this guy sells smalls. Yep, small. Oh, it was only 4,000. I thought it was 7,000. That must be what it is in Nashal. Yeah, I saw him retweet it earlier. Yeah, that she's was it Phantom that the girl was called in the side story. I'm quite surprised, to be honest. I didn't think I didn't think she'd be Phantom because I thought Phantom was way too young, to be honest. But I guess they've aged her aged her up a bit, or they've just, you know, they just didn't really matter or anything. They just went, oh, okay, we'll just make her Aki. I mean, it's cool. I thought she'd be something like a Nagoo How loyalist or something, but obviously, as we've seen, she's very loyal to Fang. So that's still cool. It's cool that they gave Fang an apprentice. It's funny that I just literally needed a small. Yeah, it does make sense. I think obviously it does seem like it's been about, roughly 5 years since five. So it does make sense if you think of Aki as like, in her early 20s. So now I go find Fang. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've actually ever been around here. Oh, shit. Oh, well, I guess I'm fighting this guy. Oh, I'll get a flight ticket, that's good. At least he was easy. Oh, nice that Fang's in the background. I do like Fang's design a lot. His new look. Definitely glow up from 5. I mean, to be fair, it's one of those things. I was alright with Fang towards the end. I didn't like him when he first debuted in 5, but I do like him now. I mean, we've got Aki, so at least Fang has a presence. Shanley remnants. That's funny. Oh, nice. He actually got his Street Fighter 5 voice actor back. Cool. So I guess that's how. Can I attack him? Ah, worth a try. Oh well, bye, Fang. Yeah. Cool.
What's your prob?
You can let him be.
Out of the way!
You thought I had money in there. Too bad. This is my fabulous collection of poison.
That's cool.
When you inhale poison, it blocks the allopathic acid receptors in the central nervous system, causing spasmodic muscle contractions. Master, it's a work of art! It's perfect! You get no the muscle, I take it. What to do with you now? So, shall we put him out of his misery?
That was fun. I do really like the intros in World Tour. I actually can't wait to see like other ones for characters, beyond season one, like a Dudley intro or a Sakura intro. I think they'd be really cool. Yeah, same. I am as well. Be interesting to see which one they choose. Like Sakura's an obvious choice, but I think I'm not like super confident, but I could see them going with Sean maybe as like a super kind of surprise choice. But if I had to pick, it'd probably be Sakura. I think she'd probably make more sense. Yeah, I think Daniel has a good chance to be in this game eventually, but yeah, I don't think he'll be in the first two seasons, considering he was only just in five. Goken, I guess, is possible, but there's really been no mention of him, so and he's not super popular. I mean, he's well liked, but I don't think he's like super popular like season two um, type of popular. But so I do think it is likely down to Sakura or Sean.
Heavy eyelids, intense thirst, loss of speech, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach distension, breathing difficulty, respiratory failure. This is just herbal medicine, though. What did you think it was?
Yeah, I do think uh, Makoto is definitely strong contender for one of the first Street Fighter 3 characters they had. I don't think they'll do her and Dudley in one season though. I think they'll probably spread them out.
It's so true, right?
I don't think it's too, crazy to think that they could do two Street Fighter 3 characters in one season. I mean, they did three of them in season one for Street Fighter 5, but obviously that was a lot different, development wise and all that. Well, I don't think it'd be too crazy. Like, I don't think people would riot if there were two Street Fighter 3 characters. I could see like Makoto and Sean, or Dudley and Sean, or Dudley and Alex or something like that. But yeah, I do think one of Dudley or Makoto will probably be one of the first Street Fighter 3 characters in the game. That was a pretty easy enrollment. Yeah, I'm not going to use this style. I'll have a look around. Oh, hello. Yeah, that is true. Well, bloody hell. Elena is a character as well. I really, really want to see. I've actually been on quite a kind of, I don't know what the best word to describe it is, but I've been really into Elena lately. Like I've been playing her a bit more in Third Strike and just been really appreciating her as a character. So I would honestly, even if Sean isn't in season two, if someone like Elena was in, I'd be I'd be happy because I think she's a great character. Yeah, I did notice that. I do think I definitely think Elena being from Kenya definitely helps the chances a lot, especially because they're focusing so much on the different countries in World Tour. I definitely think we could see Elena show up sooner rather than later. Plus, it helps that she wasn't in five. Let me talk to this guy and then see what, and then probably start the very long and boring grind. Oh, that's it. The long and boring gift grind of giving her all these gifts. That's going to take about a year to do. Oh, it just dies. Pretty basic shop, all things considered. Right, let's begin then. Basically, just going to give her every item I can think of. Not think of, have. Yeah, true. It is a pretty missing aspect of the game's roster, but I guess that's kind of. I mean, even then, I mean, the focus on Street Fighter 2 and Jury isn't that much of. I mean, they could have done something for the DLC, DLC, for the newcomers. They could have, they could have added someone from Africa in that would have been cool. But I think the newcomers are fine, so it's not that big of a deal. Manat is a character I definitely see coming as well at some point. I think she was too well liked in 5 to miss this game. This is going to take so long. I honestly might not even have enough. I might not have enough items. Yeah, they definitely do. They definitely do. I hope once Akuma's out the way, they kind of ease up a bit on the Japanese characters. Obviously, I would love it if characters like Makoto or Sakura came in, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't be against it if season two didn't have any Japanese characters or American characters. It'd be good if they had a bit more, variety. Oh, okay, yeah. I think I've seen you clarify that before, but okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I mean, I definitely love someone from Eritrea or Ethiopia. I mean, why not? I mean, the world is so vast. There's really no reason not to have somebody from that country. I think I'm definitely gonna have to stock up big time on prepaid cards for Ed. I've got plenty of time at least. Still blows my mind that he's not until next year, like January, February. Yeah, that's a good point to be honest. I definitely think Manat will come eventually, but like after this season, I'm good on Street Fighter 5 reps. Um, they should definitely skip a season at this point. I think. Yeah, yeah. I don't count Luke as a 5 character. He's always been a 6 character to me. I mean, in an ideal world, oh, talk to her by accident. I would hope so. I would hope any, later editions they do would include, all the characters up till that point, even if it's like season 2 or whatever. If it's like, if they do a Switch 2 version by season 2, I would hope it would include all of season 2 as well. It just depends, really. It depends when they plan to do the next, like, or the first, I should say, not next, the first big title update. Whether that's Super or Ultra or whatever you want to call it. Probably Super. I think I think I think they'll probably do a Switch 2 port whenever it gets to that point. Like when, I mean, even if it doesn't come out, is when the Switch 2 comes out. I can definitely see it like when they get to a point where they've got like Super Street Fighter 6 or whatever, and that includes everybody that's been in the game up till that point. I think that's when they'll probably do it. I don't know if they'll do it straight away. Yeah. I don't know. They could do. I would hope. I would hope. If they do want it to launch like within the first year or the first quarter or whatever of the Switch 2, I could definitely see them leaving it. But at the same time, I would hope that if they're gonna do like, hey, here's Street Fighter 6, but yeah, if like here's Street Fighter 6 on Switch 2, I would hope it would have it would include at least season 1. But still have to see. Yeah, if they do like what they did with Street Fighter 5 in season 3, is the start of like, sorry, season 3 comes with the Super update, like Super Street Fighter 6 update. I could see them doing it then. That's if I was to put money on it, that's where I would guess that they would do it then. I think for season 2, I just hope they announce it in advance, like they did with season 1. Like I know it all leaked, so that was probably a big reason why they ended up doing that. But yeah, I would hope that that they would show them all off with the artwork like they did for season 1. Because I thought, I still think the way they did that for season 3 of Street Fighter 5 is still probably the best like reveal they've done for Street Fighter, at least since 5 onwards. So it'd be good. I hate when you press the wrong one. That's a good question. I was kind of surprised they did the Street Fighter 5 default as his outfit 3. I was more surprised that they just reused the art, the concept art that they actually put out for Street Fighter 5 for that Luke. Because I remember I saved that art back when they released it before 6 came out. So it's old art technically. So I think they probably made it in mind for Street Fighter 5. Like it was the design that were like, oh, okay, kind of like here's what Luke. I definitely think they made Luke first. I mean, which I'm pretty sure has been confirmed at this point. That they made Street Fighter 6 Luke first, and then when they decided to add him to 5, I think they made that design with kind of the whole thing in mind of like, oh, here's how Luke looked when he first started his journey as a Street Fighter or something like that. So I think they're using that as his outfit 3. I think mainly because that's probably because for some people that's how they first saw Luke. That's how we first knew of him, was that design. So I think that's why they went with it. But it's still funny that they're even bringing back the design back, because I know a lot of people really hated it at the time. True, yeah, actually, yeah, I completely forgot about that. That was a while ago now. That was over a year ago when I asked him about that. It's gone quick. Yeah. I think they confirmed it as well. I think Nakayama confirmed it in that like Street Fighter 5 book they did. before 6 came out. I've got it up above me. I can't remember its name. I can't remember the name of it, but there's tons of interviews with him, with Nakayama and Matsumoto in there, and I'm pretty sure on like the page about Luke, I think they mentioned it there that they designed the 6 design first. So double confirmation, I guess. But I mean, to be fair, it's one of those things where I think it was easy to just assume that anyway. That was the case, that they did Street Fighter 6 Luke first and then went back to 5. Oh, did he? Oh, okay. I might be thinking of that either as well or instead. I might have uh, got it mixed up. Last one, and then we're finally done. Yeah, I'll definitely need to grind prepaid cards. Cool, that's nice. Finally done that. That's kind of cool. That does make sense. How toxic I am. That's good meme, screenshot meme potential there. It's proof of how toxic I am. Ah, cool. Oh, damn. No, she is ride or die with Fang, which I think is awesome. I definitely think it's really cool that, like, considering how much Fang was hated during the Street Fighter 5 days, I think it's funny that like this new character that everybody loves is just so in love with him. I think that's really cool. Oh, that's cool. I remember because that's similar to when in I think Fang's character story in Street Fighter 5 when it showed him in the Nagu how that's he used to say like showed him dipping his hands in the poison. So that's cool. I kind of like the implication that the poison is kind of what turned her albino-ish. Um, Interesting that it never happened for Fang or anyone else, but it's still cool. Yeah, I didn't notice that. I actually just realised there. I saw it in the other art when she was Phantom, but I've just noticed it there. Yeah, that's cool. Well, that's actually what happened. Should only be one more left. Man, they made Fang look really really cool in this game, which is good. Because I always thought Fang was a really cool concept, but I just think the really goofy nature of Street Fighter V, which, I know it's not fair to blame it all on him, but I'd kind of call it Onoisms of just, here's this really cool concept, let's just make it stupidly dumb and goofy. I think really hit Fang hard, and I think is one of the main reasons why, he really was not that popular, despite, you know, concept wise actually being pretty cool. That was cool. I do like Fang. Well, I was about to say Fang there, but I meant Aki. I do like Aki a lot, and definitely, I definitely like her presence in the game, and you know what she adds to it. I do wish she was in the base roster. To be honest, I think she would have been a good fit in the base roster. I think according to stuff that Nakayama said, I think they started work on Street Fighter 6, I think, when Season 4 started. So when, like, Kage was out. So Seth was the last character of Season 4, so I'm pretty sure by that point they'd been in development in a while. So I definitely think Ono could have, like, been a bit more hands-off by that point. I don't think he was fully gone then, but it probably wasn't that long after. Like, maybe a year after Seth came out, he was probably fully gone. I'd have to check the times again, like the timeline of how stuff went down. But I think Ono probably was there, but I would not be surprised if, he was fairly hands off for Seth's development. Because he could have been working on Street Fighter 6 at the time. Oh, that's cool. That's really, really cool artwork. Yeah, I genuinely like. I think if this roster was 20 instead of 18, I honestly would not have had any complaints. I think as well, you could kind of tell that. Oh, that's it. Cool. So yeah, gotta go back to Fang now. Um, I I think for me, it's fairly obvious that this roster was meant to be like the new modern take on Street Fighter 3 New Generation, where you had like eight new characters. But I think this time they wanted eight new characters on top of the traditional World Warriors and probably Kami and maybe Jury. I don't know. I think that was what they wanted. But then obviously things switched around, and I definitely think I like, to me, my kind of tinfoil hat theory is that I think it came down to Jury and Aki, and I think they chose Jury for obvious reasons. And I think I don't blame them for if that's how it went down. I don't blame them for that. I wouldn't have done that. I would have kept the newcomer in over Jury, but I know Jury fans were pretty bummed at the idea of having her be DLC twice in a row, or three times technically. So I do get it, but yeah, to me, I definitely wish Aki and Rashid, or maybe definitely Aki. I could have flipped a coin on Rashid and Ed. Ed for story reasons, but I think Rashid probably would have been the better choice for the base roster. But it is what it is. So I'm confused because I know there's a comic and I've seen panels of artwork of Fang. Yeah, I guess, you know, but the thing about that is the fact that like Chun Li's in Metro City and not China. So, and obviously Aki, I think, was always meant to be in the China, you know, part of World Tour, given the fact that, you know, it's only been added with her. So, yeah, nationality wise, it makes sense. But at the same time, you know, I mean, you know, you had Ryu and Honda, you had, you know, Ken and Luke, and I guess Jamie too. So it's not like, you know, China would have been the only country that would have had, you know, double reps, but um, I think they knew they would probably get more people on board if they had Jury in. I know people have really taken to Aki, which is why they probably decided to put her in DLC because I think they knew people would gravitate to her more than like if they put in like Lily or Manon. I mean, I think probably Manon would have done well, but I think if you look at that roster, I definitely think if you're going to take any of those newcomers and put them in as DLC, yeah, Jamie is Hong Kong. I think him being in Metro City is what made me think he was American. I don't know why, but I do recall now that in his story, it's like he's visiting from Hong Kong. Yeah, yeah, Kimberly. I don't know why I completely blanked on Kimberly there. So yeah, I mean, I definitely don't think China was the reason. Like, you know, two Chinese reps. I definitely don't think that was the reason. But you know, it very well could have been. I always enjoy the text messages. These are definitely the highlight for me. Quite a lot of the time with the mastery bonds is the texts. I don't know. I don't even know what I meant. What I meant by that, but I didn't want to go for the obvious love heart one. Oh, that the last one. Cool. All right, I'll go back to Fang, and if he doesn't have anything specifically interesting to say, then I'll probably just wrap it up, and I'll just have to look online later how you get the Fang cutscenes because I know I said earlier in the stream I know there's a cutscene with Fang where you see Ed, and I'd like to get that on stream, but you know I don't want to spend too long fucking around with it. So I'll have one last talk with him. I'll have one last talk. If I don't get anything, I'll I'll have a look online, and if there's nothing really clear online, then I'll just leave it. Huh, right. Because I know there's a comic, but I don't know how you get it. Let me have a look. I can't see my keyboard that well. World Tour comic. Nobody really has anything. Nah. Nobody has how you get that comic. I'll look on YouTube for quickly. Do I need to go back to A.K.I, maybe? Because I'm looking at a thing here of a video someone has. Yes, seems like I might have to go back to A.K.I. I'll go back to her, and if she doesn't have anything, then I'll just leave it, and then I'll just do it at my own time. No idea. I really don't know then what I'm supposed to do here. Huh. That's weird. Anybody have any idea? I really don't know. I've got a video where there's like a quest you do with A.K.I, but like I have no idea how you start it. On this video here, someone talks to Fang. Sorry, someone talks to A.K.I. That's really annoying. That's really annoying. I have no idea how you start that. It better not be style rank. That would piss me off if it was style rank. Because I've talked to Fang, and he didn't have anything new to say. I'll go to Nishal, I guess. Because I know there's apparently some Shadaloo soldiers there. Maybe I've got to talk to them in order to start this. Let's become a Shadaloo. What even is this? I have no idea where that is. That tells me nothing. Oh, this is annoying. No idea. I'll have to do this in my own time. Sorry about that. I was looking forward to getting that Ed tease, but I genuinely don't have a clue what I'm supposed to do here. Nobody online has any guides up or to tell me where to go, and the only video I can even find on it just has a quest from A.K.I, but no mention of how you start this quest with her. So I don't really know what I can do, to be honest. I don't really have super, long amount of time to sit here and run around the map trying to do whatever. If it's to do with style, then I'm just flat out not going to do it. It should be here. I found where it is on the video. No one here yet. I don't know. That's really, really confused me. No idea. That's really annoying. Alright, I'm going to leave things here. Thanks for watching. If you did, or if you watched the playback. Yeah, A.K.I's fun. I enjoyed the bits with Fang there. That was enjoyable. Not, nothing mind-shattering or mind-blowing, but I definitely think that's going to happen next year with Ed, which is really still crazy to think that Ed's not coming for another year. Well, not another year, but next year, sorry. Yeah. So I'll just leave it here then. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it, and I shall see you all later. Goodbye.